And today we are going to work on an invoice, like we are going to learn about tables, right? And of course, these sort of invoices can be done in MS Excel, and of course, it can also be done in MS Word too. So initially, first of all, we have to draw this sort of table, right? And let's ignore the color for the time being, and we have to arrange this sort of table. Like, so whenever you are creating some sort of table, like we need how many cells, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So we are going to create this table into MS Word. So there are certain things at the end of or at the end of this course I will tell you. You can easily convert this text into MS Word, but this is not a case for the time being. First of all, what we have to do, we have to change the tool and we have to come into insert, and there are plenty of options, plenty of tools. Of course, each tool has its own function, as I told you in a very first lecture or in a very first tutorial, that we are not going to study each and everything, but something that will might be helpful in your future. So 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5. So how many rows we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So insert table 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5. So whenever you are clicking on the table, so we have some sort of this table, and of course, the table you gonna be organized on blank page, and how many tables and how many columns gonna be on blank page. So it will be indicated by yellow color. So either you are selecting rows, it will be colored by yellow color, and similarly when you are going to the column side, so it's gonna be selected with orange color too. So my recommendation is, first of all, you have to go with row. You don't need to select column because it's pretty simple, and you don't know how many columns do you need in some sort of settings. So add table 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I want to shift this table little bit downside because I want to left some sort of margin. Why? How I have shifted the table? Let me repeat it again. Simply, you have these 6 dots, and what you have to do, click on it, and you have to pick the button, I mean left mouse button, and drag it little bit down, right? Yes, that's sufficient. And of course, we have some sort of text at the top of table, so that's going to be adjusted on the top of table. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? We have a 5 table which was assumed on the behalf of this data. But as you can see, we have some sort of data at the top side too. So what we are going to do, we have to add, we have to leave blank the first row, right? Tab, 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 and tab. So if you are trying to add one more row, so what you have to do, you have to shift the cursor at the end of the box, I mean at the ending row, and then you have to press the tab. You can do the setting, or you can do like this, and also there's a button, I mean plus button. So you can do with the help of mouse too. Whenever you are clicking on plus button, so the column will be added, and similarly when you are pressing on this plus button, so the row will be added at the on the right side. So here we go, we are going to start with date, right? In the third row we are, let me, okay, so you want to increase the size of page because it's very it's too hard for us to see the font. So first of all, there are certain things you can increase the size of page, you simply have to press Control and roll up or scroll up the mouse button, right? As you can see, the page size is increasing. Number one. Number two, if you want to increase the font size, like you have to press this one, and then whenever you are selecting it in 2024 or either in 2016 version, the some sort of window will be pop up like this. Here you can change the font and font the size, but the shortcut key is to increase. How you can increase the font size? The shortcut key is Control, and there is a braces. I mean, a very next button of P alphabet. You have to press it. As you can see, the font size is increasing. And the left button, when you are going to press it, so the size will going to narrow down. So it's up to you. Either you are increasing the size of page by pressing Control and scroll up the mouse button. So the page size gonna be increases. So it will be for the time being easy for you to focus on the word. So that has been done, and then we have to add description. Description, and then in third cell we have to write quantity, QTY. Either you can write entire word or QTY, and then rate, and then last is amount. Yes, amount. Yes, of course, if you want some sort of more text under the amount word, so you simply have to press enter. So whenever you are pressing tab button, so the next column will be added, and whenever you are pressing enter, so the next line will be added in the similar box. So we don't need for the time being, we don't need for the time being next line in the same box. So this been done, and now what we have to do, we have to press Control E, so we can shift the text in the middle of each box. And now you have to press Control B, right? And then now we have to work these, I mean, these text. Bill to Sneed Leasing, Austin, Texas. We have to write it here at at the top of the table. At the top box. Bill to Sneed Leasing, Austin, Texas. Right? And then we have to go here. In date section, right? Here we have to write date, and then we have to write please pay, please pay, and then due date, right? You often see your home utility bills like electricity bill or telephone bill or gas bills. So you can draw those bills by your own behalf, or you can practice on them too after watching this lecture or this tutorial. And then, of course, we have to add these sort of data. First of all, we are going in the description session. So we have to add script number or receipt number. So what is the number? Let me add it. Bowl hashtag. Meanwhile, do not forget to subscribe my and other personal YouTube channel where I regularly upload my vlogs, and you can go there and subscribe it, and you can know about my life and my activities. 250 and 026, and then we have to go down and we have to write install pipe standards on trailers. install pipes on standard trailers. Yes. And then again one more receipt number, enter hashtag. Oh, by the way, how you can write a hashtag, you simply have to press shift and there is a button on keyboard 3. You have to simultaneously press, first you have to press shift and then you have to press 3, and now the number is 50, 250 and 26, 46, sorry, and then parts metal, right? Parts metals, and you don't need to make it bold. And again, as I told you in the first lecture, you have to shift the text on right side, so you simply on left side you simply have to press Control X. So the text has been shifted. And what is the quantity? I mean, this is 1, and then you have to add, sorry, that one 8 and this one is, the first one quantity is 8, and you have to shift it little bit down in front of this receipt number. And what is the rate? 125 USD, and similarly 350 USD, right? Again you have to press enter, 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 and you have to take care of sequence too, I mean the alignment too. And what is the amount? 350, I guess. Yes, 350. And simply again, these font has not to be indicated with bold size. So of course you have to press B. First you have to select them and then amount 1000 and 350. 1000 and then you have to go down 350. So there is some sort of commas. So how you can add the commas? It's simply a very next button to the M alphabet. You have to press it so you can have it. And then again we have to add one more row, I mean this one. So what we are going to do is tab, tab, and then tab. Okay. Why I have added 3? Because 1, 2, 3, and here is the fourth one. So we have to one more too. Okay. So of course in this cell we are going to add subtotal, text, and total, right? So first of all, subtotal, and then text, and then meanwhile do not forget to subscribe my and other personal YouTube channel where I regularly upload my vlogs, and you can go there and subscribe it and you can know about my life and my activities. Yes, the total. This is the total. And then in the last sections, 100, sorry, a 1350, 1000 comma 350, then 0, and then what was that amount? Similarly, there is 0 text, and the total amount will be, of course, the similar amount, 1350. So the amount was in dollars, so you have to add the dollar sign. So how you can add the dollar sign? We have to press shift and then you have to press a number 4 key, I mean the numeric key. So the dollar sign will be added. So some sort of sequence has been added, right? And we didn't add the date, so we have to add that date too. So 11, and how you can add slash key? I mean, if you have a numeric keyboard, there is a button, a very next button of num lock, I mean numeric locks, there is a slash key. You simply have to press it and 05, and then you have to press 2024. So as we are practicing, we don't need and exact date, and then you have to go down the third one, and here you can also add the similar data, whatever you want to add. So this been done, and now you can see we can't see these lines, right? We have we have only a horizontal line, but we can't see a vertical lines here. So how you gonna interpret the data? Of course, first of all, you have to select the entire table, and then you have to go back to the home session or table style, and there are certain of options, right? Whenever you are creating table, so these two tools, I mean these two options gonna be pop up automatically whenever you are working on the table. So we have certain sort of styles, as you can see, and now you can see on the page whenever I am going on each style, so the style of table is changing simultaneously. So we don't need some sort of these options, so we are going to a manual setting. Like, yes, as you can see, the vertical line has been gone. Of course you can see these lines, but whenever you are printing something, and you will never see these lines. So this is very obvious. Now you have to remove this line and this line too. So again, click on it, and then you have to click on right button. So you can see this line has been gone, and again, uh, you have to click on left to select it, and now you can see the left one is gone. So this one is a pretty thick layer at the top of this, and you have to select it, and now go to the border, and you can go here. You have to select 3 points, and you will have some sort of pencil on your screen. Just click on the line that you want to make thick. As you can see, this been done, right? Okay, the next thing is we have to leave the space. Simply press enter, and then we have to, there is no line all there, right? This is completely an empty space. So what you have to do, first of all, what you're gonna do, you have to simply select the entire row, and then right click on it, and then you have to press merge, right? And then what you have to do, you have to delete this line. So simply you have to click on eraser, and then delete it. As you can see, this line has been gone too. So a very pretty handy for us. And now we have to remove these line too. We don't need it. This been gone, this been gone, this been gone, and this been gone too. So whenever you are printing the document, so these line will never be appeared. So very evidently the data has been done, and now what we have to do, there is no horizontal line in between these. So what we have to do, we have to select these line, and we have to click on no border, and then again we have to click on it, and then we have to click on top border, and of course the thickness of top line, or I mean the upper line, is 3 points, and then we have to shift on normal. So we have to click on the border again, and similarly we have a now top line and the bottom line. So again, we have these two lines are very evident and very visible. So we have to select this column, and then we have to select on it too. So total due, we have to add this to total due, and then we have to bold this text. So yes, some sort of very clear and easy for us. And now we have to select this text and press Ctrl E. So this been done, and again we have to add these text baseline logistic or something. Baseline logistics address and Austin, Texas somehow, yes. And then we have to add invoice 1602, and then we have to make it little bit capital, right? And this is a logo. How we can add it? It's a very simple. You simply have to click on insert, and there will be an option of picture. You have to click on it, and then from file, and whenever you are clicking on file, so the insert picture window will be pop up, and of course you know where is your logo, and you simply have to click on it like where is our logo. So let me find some sort of logo, the PC or the PC, yes. And I have to go into the download section, and yes, a very weird, sorry, a very weird, of course I know, because this is not something that matching with the text, but of course I have to teach you. So first of all, whenever you are adding a logo on the screen, so what you have to do, you have to resize it. So whenever I am going on the edges of this logo, so it give me some sort of uh, arrow. So you can simply drag it and move it, and whenever you are moving it, so it giving you a lot of tough time. So simply you have to double click on it, or you have to click on it, and then uh, there is a new tool bar which is called a picture tool, and there is an option of wrapping style. Click on it, and then you have to click on tide, right? And after clicking on tide, you can simply drag it like, see, and you can adjust it right here, and you can make this text little bit bigger, and the invoice, and this, I mean this number, I mean 1602 or 1602 has been went down on the new line, so you simply have to click on here and just press the backward key. And now, as you can see, there is a lot of space in between, and you want to add some sort of space between table and this text. So you simply have to select the table and then shift it little bit upside. So as you can see, our table has been done, and only two things we have to add some sort of color. So select the table, go to the home section, and here is the shading, right? And you have to add, this is the blue line, and then this one, I mean, you can see the middle one has some sort of little bit dark color, so click on it, and then you have to change little bit, yes. You can add any of color, it's all up to you. And of course the color of text will be shifted too. So now I am printing it, and let's see how it comes when I will print the document. So you have, for printing the documents, you simply have to press Control P, and then the dialog box, I mean the print dialog box will be opened, and then it's asking you to print Microsoft print to PDF. Of course, we want to change it for the time being in PDF. Normally, you don't have some sort of printer in your home, so you can copy the file into your pen drive, and later on you can print on any shop. So you have to press OK, and it's printing, and now it's asking you where you want to save the file. So I want to save it for the time being on the desktop. So you have to write it So you have to write the name, I mean baseline 2. Done. Where is the baseline 2? As you can see, so we have done a pretty best job, like I am dragging here and here. Just see this and this, a very pretty obvious. Of course, there are certain things that we have to work on it, but yet we have done a phenomenal job. So congratulations, we have done lecture 2 and we will move forward to the lecture 3.